Here we go, Quinn.
To Cape York.
To Cape York. We are just leaving Mariba. Literally just drove out the driveway of the caravan park, and we are going to Cape York for a week, which is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's the longest time that we've ever been apart from the caravan, isn't it? Yeah. And it was a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. We left Mackie and Quinny behind, Mackie and Jasper behind, didn't we? Which was really sad. But and Mummy, of course. But the car is stocked. It's full. We've got everything we need.
But I can't even sit in the back.
Can't sit in the back even. And we are ready for a massive adventure all the way up to the top of Australia, Cape York. Okay, so we're here in Wara, where I've got phone reception, and I'm on hold to my bank at the moment because my bank card's not working and I needed to get some cash. And I've created for Quinn the most amazing iPad holder in the world. About what we found, Quinn.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, look, there's some little anties. Not so much, you reckon?
What are termites anyway?
Well, this is our first campsite up the cave. Just got here a few minutes ago. And just setting up. We've got our swag set up. Not 50 metres away from the river, but there's people swimming in it, so I'm assuming it's fairly croc free. Quinny's here having a little chat with Mackie because there's some reception. Amazingly, we're only about 10 minutes out of Cohen. We having dinner, Quinny?
Yum!
What are they?
I don't remember.
Okay. Jaffles.
Jaffles!
Well, this is where we are, day 2. We stayed at that beautiful Camp Cohen last night. Found that beautiful little riverbank. Didn't get eaten by crocodiles. This little area here is called the Boulders. It's got about 5 kilometres, not Pajinka boulders, but the boulders, 5 kilometres of these huge granite boulders. There's the Archer River. Just a beautiful little river trickling along. So pretty. What do you reckon, Quinn?
What?
What do you reckon about the river? We turn off the Cape York Pajinka. Take a video. Take a video. There we go. As I turn up, Quinny. Cape York Pajinka. Oh, I should take a photo. Yeah, we've driven trip computer. Let's see. 725 kilometres in the last day and a half. Quinny is on to her first movie of the day. Now what's interesting about this point right here is, let me unplug that thing. What's interesting right here is that sign. Telegraph track to Bamega. Telegraph track is so well known for its amazing four-wheel drives, but it's going to be 2 days to do it, and we don't have the luxury of time, and also Quinn would just be not happy with it, and so we're going to take the bypass up to Pajinka and heading there now. All right. Why wouldn't you want to be next to the beach? You don't want to be like here next to the beach? This is basically the best spot there is, right here. Look at this. It's even got a thong tree. It's got a thong tree.
And that's, do you want me to show you the thong tree? It's covered in thongs. It's so funny. Just a second. We'll be there. Okay, here's the thong tree. It's a tree covered in thongs. Weird, isn't it? And there's a flipper. If you can see just there. That blue thing. And this thong here, this thong fits me. I'll prove it. I'll put my foot in. It fits me. Really big light. Straight ahead. That one. One that I'm covering now. And it's still lighting up. That is our cave. Well, that is our caravan. I mean, well, like, we have a car and a tent, so I guess it is kind of like caravan tent. But we have a car too. We have our car and we have a tent. And only Daddy and me, we split up the family. Just let me sit down and then I'll talk. So we split up the family. And we, Daddy and me were together on a trip to Cape York, and we finally made it. And we're going, if you can see, right over there at the end, at the light. That one. Not that one, but let me show you around. So, what should we do now? Should we build a sandcastle?
There we are. Okay. Here we are. It is our first day up in the Cape. We had a lovely little sleep last night, didn't we, Queenie? There were horses walking by our camp.
Yes.
And we camped right on the beach. That was beautiful. At Halau campground. And our plan this morning was to go on the wharf just here and have a little fish off it, but as you can see, they're loading and offloading a big cargo boat at the moment, and so that just wasn't possible. And so instead, decided to just have a quick fish off the beach here. Beautiful little spot, far enough away from the water's edge so we don't get eaten by a crocodile.
There is no crocodile.
And then we do that for about half an hour, and then we're going to go up to, where are we going?
Cape York.
To Cape York, to the tip of Australia. That's right.
Aren't we there?
Nearly, not quite.
Aren't we already here?
We're nearly there. We're going up to the very tip. The very, very tip.
But can we go back to the camp first?
rainforest. It certainly is. You know, it's our last stretch to the top here. Quinny, we just started here. I'll show you where we are. Look at that view. Isn't that spectacular how far the tide's gone out? Here's Quinn, she's found her rock. And halfway to the top, is this little spot where you get to put your rock to stake your claim. Right at the top, Quinny, go on. Right at the top, more climbing. Oh.
That was hard.
Well, this is what we're here for. The glory of the sign. That's what it's all about. On the northernmost tip of Australia, we finally come to our destination. Get a bit closer so you can read it.
You are standing at the northernmost point of Australia
Continent, that's right.
Oh,
And there's tons of fishies. Woo! It is very noisy. Should we show everybody where all the noise is coming from? This is our last campsite in Cape York. Possibly our last campsite ever, by the look of that river. But this is the Kennedy River. We're at Hahn Crossing. It looks beautiful. We're up, you know, a metre or so, and realistically, crocs aren't going to come up here. But it's definitely beautiful. And there's lovely lily pads, aren't there? There are beautiful lily pads. We've just got to find a little spot to fish and a spot to look for crocs. All right. Wish us luck. Riding in my car. Take you